Hey guys, welcome to my channel. And I just got done doing this look, so if you want to see how I got this look, keep watching. Hey guys, so I've already done my eyebrows off camera, and now I'm just going to start with the Jaclyn Hill palette. The color that I'm pointing at is called Silk Cream, and that's going to be the first shade that I'm going to use just to put in my crease. I'm using the beige brush, and it's the number 129. I got this in a package in Target, so I'm not sure if they sell it individually or if it's just in that package that I got. So I'm just blending it into my crease using wiper motions and circular motions to just get it in my crease and to how I want it to look like. The second shade that I'm going to be using is Butter. It's a little bit more warmer toned. And I'm just going to blend that into my crease as well. And remember, just blend until you think that it's all blended all together, until it's the color that you want it to. I had to build it up a little bit until it was the color that I desired. And then I'm going to be using the third shade. Is called Jacz, and that is more of a red, like a dark red. And so I'm just putting it at the corner of my eyes and just building it into the center, and as you can see, I'm doing wiper motions as well, and just really getting it to the color that I want it to be. So just keep blending until it's the color that you want. So I didn't know what I wanted to do with this look, so I just ended up using the fourth shade. Is called Hustle, and it's kind of a gray purple undertone. I thought it was brown, so once I put it on my lid, I did not really like what it looked like, but I didn't want to take the whole thing off. So I just kept putting it in, and then I'm going to be adding a fifth shade to kind of help it look better in my eyes, because I didn't really like what it looked like, but it's a really beautiful color. It's like a gray with purple undertone. So then I was looking at it, and I added the shade Firework, and that's more of a bronzy color. So I just added that to like the middle and outer, and just left the shade Hustle in my inner corner. And so I just started blending that together until it looked like how I wanted it to look like. And then I added Hustle some more on the tip of my eye, just so it could look better. And I just hit myself with the palette. Then I didn't like what it looked like. It needed some definition, so I used the shade Mocha, and that is a dark brown. And I just put that at the corner of my eye, and I worked it into the middle, I guess. And so I'm just blending that into the whole look so that it looks better, because it did need some dimension in it. And now I'm going to be using primer, and the primer that I'm using is Maybelline, the blue one. It's Hydrate and Smooth, and it just works for my skin because I'm really dry. And then I'm going to be using the Strobing liquid Maybelline shade Deep Gold, and I just sometimes like to use this because it gives me like that under skin glow. And so I'm just going to put it all over my face, and then I'm going to mix it into the skin just so it could give me like that really good glow to the skin. As you can see, you can kind of start seeing that it looks glowy. And then I'm going to be going in with my foundation, Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and this is in the shade Cream Beige, and I'm just gonna dab it onto my face, and then I'm going to blend it out with the BH brush 123, and I'm gonna use my beauty blender as well, just so it looks more flawless. So just blend it all together, and I'm using circular motions, just trying to get all the areas that I know need it. And so now I'm using the beauty blender just to blend it all if there's any harsh lines. Usually there's not with that brush, but I just like to go over it just to give it a more smooth canvas. And so just blend, blend, blend. Then I'm going to be contouring with the Wet n Wild Megaglo makeup stick, and this is in the shade Where's Walnut. And I just usually contour on the highest points of my face and down on my chin, and just blend that out. I usually blend it upwards so that it goes into my hairline and a little bit above. And don't forget to blend out your chin and bottom area, and remember to mix it into your neck as well. And then I'm going to be using the Maybelline Insta Age Rewind Eraser in the shade Medium Mayone, I think it's pronounced. I'm not really sure. Moyen, something like that. And I'm just going to be blending that out with my beauty blender. And then I'm going to be using the Fit Me Matte Poreless shade in 230 just to kind of set everything in place. And I'm going to be using my beauty blender for that. And then I'm going to be using the Airspun in the shade Naturally Neutral, and this is like a baking powder. And I'm going to be using my Echo, I think that's an Echo sponge, eco-friendly sponge, something like that. I can't remember what it's called. Now I'm going to be doing my under eyes, and this is the brush Elf Shadow C brush. I'm not really sure. I'm going to be using the same colors, except I'm going to be starting off with Butter, and then I'm going to be using Jacz, and I put a little bit of the shade Hustle in the inner corner just so it could look the same as the top one. And I'm just connecting it to the outer one as well. Then in my bronzer, Physicians Formula in the shade Bronzer, I'm going to be using the BH brush in number 126. And I'm going to be bronzing my cheeks, just kind of over where I put the Wet n Wild Mega Glow one. So it's on my cheeks and a little bit on my forehead, until it gets to the color that I want it to. So blend, 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 and on under my chin into my neck as well, so it doesn't look like my face is really bronzed and my neck isn't. Remember to always do the same thing that you do to your face to your neck. And then I switched brush because I didn't really like how that one was working out, but the brush is really old and I have no idea where I got it from, or do I remember where I got it from. And so now I'm going to be doing mascara, and the mascara is Maybelline Lash Sensational in the shade Black. And I'm just going to be really working with my eyelashes. Those are the ones that I take a little bit longer with because I really like them to be spreaded out and individually. I don't like clumpy eyelashes. I know somebody like it, and that's fine. but that's just not how I like mine. So I really work with mine to like get them all separate and spread it out. And I don't really use fake eyelashes because one, I don't really know how to put them on, and two, I don't think I need them. My eyelashes are pretty full and big, so I just usually don't ever put them on. So now I'm just gonna be using it on my bottom lashes as well, getting them spreaded out and getting them to look long. So that's what I'm doing right now, and be really careful because if you poke your eye, it does hurt. Well, it doesn't hurt, it's just sometimes ruins your whole makeup. And so now I'm going to be dusting off the powder. I'm using the brush, I'm not really sure what this brush is. I think it's like one of the Sonia brushes I got from, I think it's the blush brush from Sonia at Target, and I'm just going to be really working in because I left the powder too long, so it kind of setted a little bit. So I'm going to be really working with it, trying to get it off. And so then I started using my wet beauty blender to kind of get it off, and I know it kind of looks harsh, but it goes away. Then I'm going to be using the blush, and it's Flower Beauty in the shade Warm Hibiscus. I love this blush. It is so beautiful, and it just really goes with my skin color. I usually put it at the apple of my cheeks, and then I put some on my nose and my chin just to give me that natural blush, I would say. Some people don't really like blush, but I love blush. I always seem to never leave my house without blush. So just blend it in until it looks the color that you want it to. So then I started using the setting spray in Flower Beauty, and it's the Seal the Deal, and it's the blue one, hydrating spray. I think there's another one, but the other one is like for matte, and so I wanted the dewy one. So this is like leaves you more dewy. Then just blend it with your beauty blender until it looks like you want it to. And now I'm gonna be getting some highlight. And the highlight is Wet n Wild shade Precious Petals. I love this highlight, it's so beautiful, and it's not expensive. I just put it on the top places of my face. It really gives you that natural glow, I think. I mean, you can build it up and it gives you like the blinding as well, but I just really like natural like skin. That's just like what I prefer. So I just put it on the top of my eyebrows, a little bit on the cheeks, on the top of my lip and my nose. And then what I usually do once I finish applying the highlighter on those places until it looks like what I want it to look like, if sometimes I feel like I put a little bit too much, I usually go in with my beauty blender and I kind of pat it on there, and it makes it go a little bit less blinding, I would say, but it still is beautiful. You could try that if sometimes you put a little bit too much. And I had hair on my face, so now I am going to be doing the inner highlight in my inner eye and on top of my eyebrows. So I'm going to be using the same highlighter in Precious Petals, and I'm just going to be putting it in my inner corner right there. Now we're going to be doing the lip. The lip, I went with a Wet n Wild shade, and it's really beautiful. It's called Give Me Mocha, and it's kind of like this brown, like with a little bit of red in it. It's really beautiful, and I just thought it would really suit this look, so that's the one that I went with. I'm just going to be curling my eyelashes, making sure none of them stuck together. And then I'm going to be going with an eyeliner. And that is it for this look. Thank you for watching.